The following segment is sponsored by NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning.
The cost of goods is increasing, and if you thought life is expensive now, it seems prices are still going to get steeper. So what does inflation mean for your retirement plan? Joining us now are George FOSSING and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts joining us this morning. Hi.
Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning.
There are probably people watching right now who might have thought they were saving enough for retirement, but now they're not so sure. What do you tell them?
Well, I think most of the viewers out there have probably been around in the 70s and early 80s when inflation was running rampant. 1980 inflation was 13.5%. That's incredible. Yet people are getting bank CDs that are offering 12, 13, 14% safely, right? So now we live in a world where we've got a dose of this inflation this past year, about 5%. It's a wake-up call. Inflation means this: your dollar is no longer worth $1 when you go out to buy something. It's worth 95 cents. You start doing that over years, it's going to add up. It's going to really impact people's retirements, really their standard of living, if you will.
Well, there's certainly math to do, because a lot of people think there's a magic number to save, and they think that would get them to and through retirement. What do we need to know there?
Well, you need your dollar to be worth $1 at the very least. People want safety, right? Number one. Wouldn't it be just wonderful if we earned 8% every year safely without any risk?
Yeah. That would be it.
There'd be a line out the door. Okay, that does not work. So people have their safe money earning zero, then they have money in the stock market, which is overly exposed, where the market crashes, they can lose a lot. So it's this dilemma people are in. And we're helping people, sitting down with people, showing them solutions that are out there, and they're numerous. There's ways to accomplish safety and growth, but you have to go outside the box of just stocks and bonds. We've been introducing this to people for years, and they go, and these are smart people. They're retired engineers, teachers, doctors, coming in and say, how come we've never heard of these? I said, you're hearing about them today from us. Let's get on it.
Yeah. So let's get into that a little bit more. What should someone who has already retired be doing then to make sure their plan is still intact as prices increase?
Well, just like George was talking about, the buying power of your money, that's what you're trying to preserve. You want to maintain that rate, or at least or try to beat inflation, right? So, we see a lot of folks come in and maybe they own some bonds as kind of like their safe alternative, or maybe they've got a large cash position. A gentleman we spoke with a couple of weeks ago, he and his wife, they've got about 4 years of expenses set aside just in cash. So one of the things that we want to talk to them about was just, how can we help you be more efficient? How can we still give you that level of safety and access to money, but be more efficient and at least track with inflation? So it's having that conversation, understanding the tools that are out there.
Absolutely. What about somebody who's a few years out from retirement? What would you say to them about ways they can make sure their plan is still viable when they consider inflation?
Proceed with caution. Mm-hmm. You can't get it wrong. You're inside the 20. Don't fumble the football. A lot of people have way too much exposure out there to the market. And if you're wrong on this, you happen to be that Murphy's Law person, what can go wrong will go wrong. And that means you might have to defer your retirement 3 to 5 years, waiting for the market to recover. Don't do it. We urge you to talk to your professional, investment professional, or come in and give us a ring. We'll take a look and see if you're on track.
And you say this is not the time to sit tight and try to write it out. This is time to be proactive. So people should come and talk to you about it. Thank you so much for this conversation, George and Zach. We appreciate it.
Thanks again, Margaret. Appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and would like to learn more about how you could potentially reduce your future taxes, as well as help to protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, NORTHSTAR Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until January 9th, they're offering a complimentary, no-obligation retirement and investment report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.